Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the YouTube. This is the mighty Hupsaiya coming at you with another guide video for the Chinese Civilization in Age of Empires 4. Be sure that if this is informative or helpful for you, that you hit me up with the subscribe, because we're going to have new guides coming and we're going to have casted games coming. So without further ado, let's get into this. I have the build order written down for you. It's going to show here on the screen for just a moment. Oh, it's a little too big. A little too big. You can't see the bottom of it. We're going to just leave this here on the screen for a moment here. We're going to talk about it. So we're going to start off with a very standard 6 straight to food. We're going to rally to our gold so that we can get our fastest possible first feudal age landmark. When we hit our 200 gold, we're going to pull to our wood. And we're going to rally to our wood. We're going to pull 6 workers from the food to the wood after our landmark starts. And then we're going to rally to our stone when our landmark starts. So if you need to come back to this and look at this again, you can pause the video whenever you like to either write this down or remember it yourself. But I'm going to take it off the screen, and I'm going to explain the build as we watch the replay. Alright, so, like I said, we start off 6 on food, and we rally straight to the gold. I'm going to use fast forward a little bit in this game. I'm never going to go more than 2 times, because I want people to be able to see what's going on. We're going to build the mining camp in the right position. I canceled it there. A nice thing to remember about this game is if you misplace a building, you can always cancel it before it's finished, and it will refund you all of the resources. So we're gonna get our 2 gold miners, and then we're going to rally to food until we have 10 workers. We're gonna build our first house. I misclick here and we mess up a little bit, so we send 2 workers over here to finish it so we don't supply crap. So you can spend special attention at this stage of the game, because really you're just like shift queuing your scout around to find sheep. You can spend special attention on your gold miners here, so you can do a little trick where you watch how much gold is in the gold vein, and then when it hits 3,900 gold, you'll have the 200 gold, and you can turn the gold in immediately, and then send these 2 workers to the position where you want to build your landmark at. So we start our landmark at 218. Pretty solid timing, right? China also builds their landmarks faster, which is important. I'm actually going to pause here. When you start the landmark, you're going to pull 6 workers from your food. You'll have 10 total on food when you start the landmark. You're going to pull 6 guys from food, and you're going to put them on wood. Right, you're gonna make your lumber camp, and you're gonna have 6 on wood. These guys are gonna rally to your wood. I'm pretty sure that we rally the 2 workers from the landmark to our wood, and then we're gonna rally out to our stone. Excuse me, we're gonna rally our landmark builders to the stone. So this is the part of the build where all you're doing is building workers. You don't have a lot going on. You can bring your sheep back home with the scout. Our age up finishes very fast because China builds their buildings 100% faster, which is very nice. So right now we're banking the wood and the stone for our second town center. I'm going to talk very briefly about where you're going to be positioning the second town center. You're either going to put your second town center directly on top of a hunt, or you're going to put your town center somewhere where it can protect gold or a berry patch. So this would be an okay position for a second town center, because it would protect the back entrance to our wood. This might be an okay position for our second town center, but on this map, our hunts are very close to us, but they're very out in the open. So we're going to be placing our second town center on top of our hunt. because you really want these 7 workers, right? We have 7 workers on stone right now, and we're rallying 2 more out here. These 7 workers get hotkeyed for me. I hotkey these guys, and when we're around 270 to 280 on the stone, we're going to tell them to turn in, and we're going to send them to the position where we're going to build the town center at. See, we even could have sent these a little bit earlier to the town center position. But we're going to send these 2 workers from stone mining over to wood. We're going to have 9 workers on our wood, which is going to be important for after the town center finishing. And then we're going to rally to our food. So we're going to have 9 workers wood, and then we're going to rally to our food. We'll start our second town center. 5:30. Could have been a little bit faster if we had moved the workers away from the stone faster. They had to walk quite a distance to get here to build this. But if you start the second town center pre 6 minutes, it's really fast. That's really fast. And you're going to be very safe versus most early aggression openers, especially as China, because this is going to finish twice as fast with 1 worker. But with 7 workers building it, it's going to take like 30 seconds to build. So we're going to start our town center up, right? And these guys are going to go directly to food. So we're going to have like a really good food mining after these guys finish this, because we're directly on top of our hunt. Very nice, very nice. So our follow-up to our town center is that we make 2 production structures. So it's very important that when this town center is getting built, that your scout is finding out what your opponent's doing. Like right now, I know my opponent's French. We see that he's got Royal Knights. So I'm going to drop my barracks, right? We're going to drop 2 barracks, or a barracks and an archery range, or a barracks and a stable. This is the point of the build where you're probably going to take over and decide what it is that you really want to do. A lot of the times what I do is I'll rally one of the town centers to my food, and then I'll rally the other town center to my gold, and we'll make an imperial official, right? We've got the after town center finishes goals. We split our rally between the gold and the food. We get the Song Dynasty bonus, and we make an imperial official. So we're going to make an imperial official. We're going to rally to our gold, and we're going to get our 2 production structures. And then you do have the goal of getting to castle age, but really it's just about pumping workers constantly while you get your economy built and you're safe from early knight aggression, which is the forte of the French and the Rus. So if you're versus the French and the Rus, you're going to play the role of the defender off of this build. But versus everybody else that's not the French or the Rus, you can go double stable, or you can go double archery range, and you can become the aggressor off of this, as long as you're producing units very consistently. But I'm not going to go any further off of this. You can add a blacksmith after your 2 production structures and start getting upgrades if you want to, but getting upgrades delays your Song Dynasty bonus, and it also delays your castle age, which can be very detrimental. So a lot of the time you want to resist the urge to make a blacksmith too early, or your gold is going to stay low for too long and you won't be able to advance in the technology. But just remember that when you make the town center, you need to scout your opponent and figure out what they're doing. You need to see if they're mining stone, because if they're mining stone, you know they're going for a second town center as well. If they're mining gold, you know that they're producing knights. In this case, we see that he's not producing gold, so we know he's not producing knights. We know he's probably producing normal horsemen, which lancers, spearmen, very good versus normal horsemen and knights, but significantly better versus normal horsemen. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. Please hit me up with a like and a subscribe. We got more guides coming soon. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.